أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. ربنا زدنا علما آمين يا رب العالمين. Alhamdulillah, in our previous session, we learned how in Surah Al-Kafirun, the Quran, use both the noun forms and the verb forms with perfect precision. So today, inshallah, in page number 36, we'll see another deep example of that beauty, that how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chooses between the noun and the verb, the ism, and the frame, depending on how actions just occur in the real life. So, like whether they are the continuous or just one-time actions. So, let's see a big text now. ثم انظر كيف أنه لما خاطبهم بالسورة الإسمية قائلا قل يا أيها الكافرون نفى عنهم العبادة الحقة بالسورة الإسمية أيضا فقال ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد فإنهم لما اتصفوا بكفرهم على وجه الثبات نفى عنهم عبادة الله على وجه الثبات أيضا وهو تناظر جميل. In this, here, Dr. Father Samra is saying that now Sumanjur, now notice how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala addressed خاطبهم بسورة الاسم قائلا, like how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala addressed the disbelievers in Surah Kafirun using a noun form. قل يا أيها الكافرون, like say, oh disbelievers, قل يا أيها الكافرون. Then he also like denied نفى عنهم العبادة الحقة بالسورة الاسم أيضا فقال, like then he also denied worship from them using the noun form. ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد, like saying that, and you are not the worshippers of what I worship. Wala antum abiduna ma abud, because they were like firm in disbelief, and Allah just denied true worship from them in a firm and constant like form too, like showing perfect, we can say here, as Dr. Father Samai say, وَهُوَ تَنَازُلٌ جَمِيلٌ, showing perfect symmetry in expression, تَنَازُلٌ جَمِيلٌ. So then Dr. Father Samrai continues saying that he says, ومن ومن جميل الاستعمال القرآني للفعل والاسم أنه يستعملهما استعمالا مناسبا مع وقوع وقوع الحدث في الحياة. فإذا كان مما يتكرر حدوثه ويتجدد استعمال استعمله استعمله بالصورة الفعلية بالصورة الفعلية، وإذا لم يكن كذلك استعمله بالصورة الاسمية. Then Dr. Father Samai says that um, he's just explaining that like a very you can say a deep linguistic principle here, like the Quran uses the verbs and the nouns in ways that just match how an event can occur in real life. Like if the event repeats and just renews, the Quran uses the verb form. uh, and if the event is just stable and just lasting, it uses the noun form. So this is he's just explaining this. وَإِذَا لَمْ يَكُنْ كَذَلِكَ اسْتَعْمَلُوا بِالصُّورَةِ الْإِسْمِيَّةِ. So if the event is stable and lasting, it uses the noun form. Then he keeps on telling us with the example here. Mm. فمن from this example, like فمن ذلك مثلا الاستعمال القرآني للفعل ينفق، فإنه يستعمله بالصيغة الفعلية لأن الإنفاق أمر يتكرر ويحدث بالاستمرار. قال تعالى: الذين ينفقون أموالهم بالليل والنهار سرا وعلانية فلهم أجرهم عند ربهم ولا خوف عليهم ولا هم يحزنون. So let's complete this paragraph. فاستعمل الفعل المضارع الدال على التجدد والحدوث لأن الإنفاق أمر يتجدد. So he says that this in the example, see this, for example, with the verb, with the istimal of the verb, like the Quran uses this phrase, yunfiqu, to spend, spending happens repeatedly. So the Quran mostly uses the verb form, as we can see, ويحدث al-istimrar, repeatedly, because so mostly Quran is using the verb form, as we can see from this, like قال تعالى, here, this example, those who spend their wealth by night and the day, by the day secretly and sirran wa alaniyatan, openly, فَلَهُمْ أَجْرٌ عِنْدَ رَبِّهِمْ وَلَا خَوْفٌ عَلَيْهِمْ وَلَا هُمْ يَحْزَنُونَ. So here this here this Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we use the fi'l mudari, like just indicating, it just indicates that something is continuous and renewing, like it just renews. So على التجدد والحدوث لأن الإنفاق أمر تجدد يتجدد. So here like Dr. Father Samir is explaining that this is just because just spanning, it just happens repeatedly. So the Quran is using the verb form here, as we can see in this example. وَنَحْوُ قَوْلُهُ تَعَالَى. Then he continues saying that after saying that, فاستعمل الفعل المضارع الدال على التجدد والحدوث لأن الإنفاق أمر يتجدد. والنحو قوله تعالى: الذين ينفقون في السراء والضراء والكاظمين الغيظ والعافين عن الناس والله يحب المحسنين. This is in Al Imran. وقوله: والذين ينفقون أموالهم رياء الناس ولا يؤمنون بالله ولا باليوم الآخر, in Surah Nisa. He says, ولم ترد, Dr. Father Samari explains that ولم ترد بالسورة الاسمية إلا في آية واحدة وهي قوله تعالى: الصابرين والصادقين والقانتين والمنفقين والمستغفرين بالأسحار. This is in Al Imran. وهو في سياق أوصاف المؤمنين الدالة على الثبات. So he's saying that Quran uses this use of fail when something is continuous, like changing. But also he says that uh, in this, first he gives the example of yunfik, to span, like spanning happens as repeatedly. So the Quran is using the verb form. Then he's saying that the present tense just verb indicates something that just continues and just keeps changing. So those who span in ease and hardship, again, في السراء والضراء والكاظمين الغيظ. So here you can see ease and hardship. So, and those, the next example, those who span to be seen by the people. والذين ينفقون أموالهم رئاء الناس ولا يؤمنون بالله ولا باليوم الآخر. Then, but the noun here form, uh, when in this munfikina, the spenders appears only once in the Quran, once here. So he's saying that this الصابرين والصادقين والقانتين والمنفقين والمستغفرين بالأسحار. So here the patient, the truthful, and here those who spend and those who seek forgiveness at بالأسحار at dawn. So here it describes وهو في سياق أوصاف المؤمنين الدالة على الثبات. So here it describes the permanent qualities of true believers like patience, truthfulness, and devotion and generosity, all stable traits. So let's continue the last paragraph. Then he's saying that he's telling us that this is the just permanent traits of the mu'mineen. Then he keeps on telling us that ومن ذلك الاستعمال القرآني للإيمان فقد استعمله بالسورة الإسمية كثيرا لأن الإيمان له حقيقة ثابتة تقوم بالقلب وليس كالإنفاق يحدث. So here يحدث وينقطع. قال تعالى أفمن كان مؤمنا كمن كان فاسقا لا يستوون. So this is in Surah Sajda, ayat number 18. Also, وقال ومن يعمل من الصالحات وهو مؤمن فلا يخاف ظلما ولا hadman. So it continues to page number 37. So here Dr. Father Samara is saying that he was telling us that munfikin is used once because there was a traits of um, uh, the believers, and he's saying that all are just stable traits. Like similarly, women zalik al istimal al Quran lil iman. So the word faith al iman just mostly appeared in the form of the bisigat al ismiya kasiran because faith is وذلك لأن الإيمان لأن الإيمان له حقيقة. Like mostly appears in noun form because faith is a fixed and lasting reality in the heart, not a temporary act. So like for example, أفمن كان مؤمنا, like is the believer like the sinner? كمن كان فاسقا, they are not equal. لا يستوون, like they are not equal. Whoever does it ومن يعمل من الصالحات وهو مؤمن فلا يخاف ظلما ولا حدما. So like is the believer like the sinner? They are not equal. This is mentioned in Surah Sajda. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Taha, like whoever does good deeds while he is a believer, his efforts will never be denied. This is uh, Surah Taha, ayat number 112 in page number 37. So, وَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ مِنَ الصَّالِحَاتِ وَهُوَ مُؤْمِنٌ فَلَا يَخَافُ ظُلْمًا وَلَا حَدْمًا. So, this is just the another beautiful page which just reflects real life behavior and the spiritual truth. Like when someone just something just keeps happening, like spanning the striving or just giving. The Quran just expresses it as a verb, like showing motion and repetition. So, but when something is firm and constant, like the belief or the hypocrisy or the disbelief, the Quran uses a noun showing the stability. So this just gives us a, a deeper appreciation that the Quran's words are not just random. They just show and they just show and reflect and just they mirror the reality of human actions and the conditions. So as in Surah Kafirun, we see the word Kafirun, the disbelievers, is a noun because their disbelief was fixed and unchanging. And also the word Abidun, like worshippers, is also a noun showing that their lack of true worship was permanent. Also, this is a very this is a beautiful we can say the harmony that Dr. Father Samai says calls it وَهُوَ تَنَازُلٌ جَمِيلٌ, a perfect balance in the expression. So subhanallah, the Quran just doesn't just it just convey meaning, like it just penetrates or like uh, through the grammar, like every choice, whether and frail or ism, like is just showing or reflecting how reality works. So a verb just brings life and action and renewal, and a noun just brings firmness, stability, and permanence. So to this perfect balance, the Quran just speaks to both our actions and our state of heart and mind um, in words that are like grammatically so perfect and so precise, and um, they are, we can say they are so deep, and they're in the spiritual way. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Uh, with this, we have completed page number 36. Barakallahu li wa lakum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.